Welcome back to Technology Behind Business. Well, in the digital world we live in, the need for speed is key. And according to CA Technology's most recent study, called The Geeks Were Right, application developers are in the prime position to lead the charge into enhancing customer experience and bringing products to market faster. Well, for more on that, Hope Powers, Senior Vice President and MD for Australia and New Zealand at CA Technologies, joins me now in the studio. So welcome, Hope. Thanks for joining us. So what kind of businesses say that they really recognize that app technology is growing and that they have to get on board? Is it small businesses, big businesses, or anywhere in between?
Really, it's all businesses. The organizations that we focused on were the larger organizations, people with more than 500 employees in Australia, and they indicated that 72% of their executives felt that applications were fundamental or critical to the success of their business.
So why, though? Why did they say that they recognize that? Top three reasons.
Sure. One of the things that they said was improving customer service, opening up new markets, and engaging with customers in a way that customers wanted to transact with them. In this ever-connected mobile environment, people want to connect with businesses anywhere, anytime, using any device.
So we often say that the first step is the hardest. So how does a company decide, where to take that first step? What's the right first move?
Sure. Well, our customers that are embracing a DevOps strategy, bringing their development teams and their operations teams together and employing, tools to help them facilitate quicker application development, more collaboration, and better quality apps that can be rolled out quickly, those are the ones that we're seeing succeed.
Okay, so it's interesting because in your report you say that every company must essentially become a software company in this day and age. But, shouldn't companies stick to their knitting? Is it wise for them to outsource, to bring in the developers to help get these ideas going?
Well, we find a lot of that actually already in the organizations with the app developers that they have in their IT departments, and listening to the demands of their customers, how they want to engage and to improve customer service, for example, and also to be able to transact goods and services in a way that's easy for consumers to do.
But to get that department to interact with leadership, do the CEOs have to think more like techies, or do the CEOs really have to make sure that they are articulating their needs and wants and their audience to the tech department? Because a lot of times they're sort of, siloed.
Yeah, there is a divide there. And one of the things that we're finding is that CIOs are really business people first, and then stepping into, now how do I enable the business with technology? And it's no longer the geeks that are relegated to the back office, but getting a seat at the table and helping to make business decisions and understand where the business wants to go, making sure that the IT goals are aligned with the corporate goals.
Mm-hmm. And when it comes to Australia and how we compare to the rest of the world, are Australia's companies in particular good adopters of this technology early, or are we sort of late to the party in some regards?
Well, it's interesting. Some of the more forward-thinking companies are definitely embracing this, and we're seeing them release applications at a rate of 2 per month, but a number of the customers or organizations that we surveyed indicated, about 30% of them, that they were only doing 1 to 5 application releases per year. So obviously a ways to go, but the customers I'm talking to, they have great plans and goals for their future.
But is there always going to be an appetite for these new applications? Do people not get stuck using one, they get comfortable with one, or do they want this constant rejuvenation?
Well, I think it's what you see from a marketing perspective and how organizations are marketing what they can do. So, for example, one of the local banks here, they advertise on TV that if you've somehow left your wallet at home but still need to get cash out of the ATM, they have an app for that. Mm-hmm. So I think that as customers demand more, there'll always be a need for new apps.
So there's just, people sitting in offices coming up with these brand new ideas constantly, and it doesn't seem as if they're running out anytime soon.
It sure doesn't. Innovation is key.
That's wonderful. All right, Hope Powers, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
That's Hope Powers, and she's joining us from CA Technologies. Well, we have to